But when Tantita came, they resolved the problem. Now Nigerians are wondering, how did Tompolo do it? And that is what you don't know. Because the man, he knows every aspect of the Niger Delta region better than anybody. And you cannot tell, you cannot perform effectively in the region if you don't have adequate information about the region, if you don't know how to traverse the region. But Tompolo is the master of the Niger Delta region. When you talk about the water bodies, Tompolo knows everywhere. And that is how he has been able to curtail, he has been able to put an end to these illegalities in our marine environment and on the lands. That is how you have been able to do that. So other countries that are having the same similar problems like oil theft, pipeline vandalism, and illegal bunkering, they should also reach out to Tantita to solve their problem for them. They should solve their problem for them. Before now, nobody, I'm telling you, even in the global stage, even in other countries, both within Africa and the Western world, and Europe, even Asia, no company was pinpointed that this company has the capability to put an end to this illegal bunkering, oil theft, and pipeline vandalism in any country. No company was pinpointed before now. But now, as I speak to you, Tantita has been pinpointed. Tantita has been identified as the company that is capable of not just putting an end to illegal bunkering, but oil theft, the problem of oil theft and pipeline vandalism. Now today, if we look at Nigerian oil space, crude oil space, people feel like when we talk about oil theft, it's just a minor thing. Oil theft, people who steal our economy, steal our crude oil, they make billions of dollars every year. They make billions. Which made some persons wonder if this illegality can ever be stopped. It made a lot of persons wonder, will they be able to stop this illegality? But now, since Tantita was engaged in 2022, Tantita has brought that oil theft problem to the barest minimum. It has brought that problem down to the barest minimum. So other countries that are having similar problems, I am using this opportunity to call on you to seek for the services of Tantita. Today, the Nigerian economy is booming. Nigerian government has money to construct civil institutions, money to build hospitals, to build schools, build roads, and enough money has been allocated to state governments. All these 36 states of the country. Why do you think the federal government was able to do that? It was because with the services of Tantita, the government is now making more money. So the money is being circulated from the federal level to the state level to the local government level and to the world level and the unit level because of the efforts of Tantita. Before now, we know how difficult things were in this country. How it was difficult for governments to run the country. State government was owing their workers sometimes a year, 2 years, 6 months. State government were unable to pay workers. And the federal government was unable to pay teachers to an extent. Our economy was going down every single day as a result of these illegal activities. This pipeline vandalism, oil theft, and illegal bunkering. But since the contract was awarded to High Chief Dr. Government Owezide Ekpempolo, aka Tompolo, he brought all of these illegalities down. He brought all of them down. He compressed all of them and threw them away. And now the country is making more money. With the increase in oil production, our economy grows day by day. Nigeria makes more money. And with more money in the coffers of the federal government, the state government has their own share. And that is how the state government will be able to do their job effectively. Building roads, schools, bridges, and the rest. Look at what Mr. President said, I think it was last year or early this year, what Mr. President said. He said there is no state in Nigeria that will tell him, or no state government in this country that will tell him that he does not have money to pay his workers. None. Do you know why the president was so bold in making that statement? It is because he has given them enough money to run their states. And where did that money come from? The efforts of Tantita. The efforts of Tompolo. That is why our state governments have enough money to run their states. So when you look at the effort of Tantita and you see how your state government is running your state smoothly, you should give kudos to Tantita. Because if not for the effort of Tantita, the federal government wouldn't have had enough money to allocate to states for them to do all these good things, or carry out all these developmental projects that they are carrying out. If Tantita was not engaged, if Tantita had not come into the scene, government wouldn't have had that money now. When the federal government is even struggling to pay teachers, do you think they will have enough money to even allocate to states, to state governments to run their states? They wouldn't. But because of Tantita's effort in bringing down these illegalities in the Niger Delta region, which has also increased the oil production, the government is making more money. And with more money, like I said, in the coffers of the federal government, the state government have their own share from it. The local government have their own share from it. Now the federal government can pay teachers and pay any civil institutions that are directly under the federal government. All these civil commissions, the federal government now has enough money to allocate to all of them, and also to the states, because of Tantita. So my people, we know that there are enemies everywhere, and the enemies of Tantita are not, we are not ignorant of them. We are not. We know the paymasters of these social media rats, hoodlums, who are parading themselves as activists. Yemo Tuedo, Pedro Oliva, Israel Joe, and Jude Baboya and their gang. We know their paymasters. If their masters are not scared, they should come out and attack Tantita themselves. Let us see their faces. It is because they are scared, that is why they are sending these maggots to attack Tantita. Sending these maggots to attack Tantita. So, fellow Nigerians, please, I want you to know this. The people you saw in that video that is circulating in the internet are not Tantita operatives. That video has nothing to do with Tantita. We all know when we see Tantita operatives, we identify them easily. When you see them, you see their uniforms on them. And you see the Nigerian Army, Nigerian Navy, and the Civil Defense around them. Because Tantita does not go for any operation without the Nigerian military going with them. And that has nothing to do with Tantita. A group of youths were having an issue with the youths of Borokri, and then they were exchanging whatever they were doing there, and somebody would just wake up one morning and say, hey, these people must be Tantita workers. They are Tantita workers, when there is no sign of Tantita in that scene. No sign, no single sign. You see the way people they mischievous. You see how mischievous people are. Just putting together energy just to blackmail an innocent company. Pedro Oliva will wake up and then look at that video and then say, not Tantita, without even knowing if that video was posted by somebody who tries to defame the character of Tantita. And that is the video, of course. Pedro Oliva, when you see Tantita operatives, you should know. You know them now. You can't tell me you don't know the Tantita color. You don't know their uniform. You will not be able to identify them when you see them. You can't tell me that. We all can identify Tantita workers the moment we see them. Even a child can identify Tantita workers the moment we see them. So from your own mind, look at that video. Do they look like Tantita workers? Did you see any of them putting on Tantita uniform? Did you see the Nigerian Army, Nigerian Navy, or civil defense around those people? Did you see any? Fools. Or bastards. So my people, I actually have another topic I want to talk